A letter to the suffering. Right now, life may seem terribly gloomy. Sometimes it does. If there is darkness, then try to embrace it. Go into it, for you cannot run from it. Sometimes our suffering is like a rite of passage we must pass through on our journey. It can burn gently or wildly, but it is the most powerful catalyst for personal growth that there is. There may be something you must face, or a lesson you must learn. Many people go through their whole lives running, avoiding seeing that truth, this groundlessness, whichever aspect of groundlessness that so terrifies you. Sometimes there is anger, resentment over harm done to us, or heartbreak. Sometimes there is guilt over harms done, or hearts broken by us. Sometimes there is fear and anxiety about the present or the future. Sometimes there is sickness, old age, and death. Sometimes there is change. In life there is weather, there are seasons, on a small scale of the daily and the moment to moment, and on the large scale of months and years and lifetimes. There is karma, there is the creation of karma, so where you put your attention now will affect the future happenings and weathers of your life. Whatever the weather, whether it is night or day, the sun does still shine. At some point, whether suddenly or gradually, the sun will emerge from those dark clouds. Its warmth will dissolve mists of ignorance and greed. It will evaporate stagnant pools of anger or hatred. It will nurture seeds and new growth and brighten our vision. So start to put your attention on the sun, internally as well as externally. Start to create good karma through meditation, prayer, purification. There may be changes you must make, lifestyles to discard, motivations to look at. Practice generosity and service. Practice doing no harm. All will change. This is the one true law of the universe. Everything arises and passes away, from a thought to a star. Yes, even you. If nothing is lasting or substantial, then why place our hopes and dreams on that which is groundless? This will create suffering as sure as spring follows winter. If we're relying on a job, or money, or a person, or power, or anything of this basic nature to give us satisfaction, then we'll never get it. We'll never get satisfaction that lasts. The only place where we'll find true happiness and lasting happiness is in the transcendental, in the spiritual. And it matters not what you name it, or how you approach it, or how you worship it, or how you connect with it. All that matters is the looking, the finding, and abiding with or in it. Try this or that path, this or that meditation, and see where the winds gently push you. Learn to look and listen as life becomes your perfect teacher. Any efforts we make to improve ourselves generate good karma and good results. Like a cart being pulled by an ox, so happiness follows wise actions and thoughts and wishes. So purify, develop, evolve and transform. Like a caterpillar, seek out a refuge to change and know that you will soon be flying free and colourful. And there is a way to enter that stream which enters that river. Once on a path, we know that self-cherishing of any sort leads to unhappiness, and it's only from developing a desire to act for the sake of others that true liberation is found. To work for, to wish for the happiness of all beings. The first thing to try in the season of suffering is surrender. Let yourself be taken by the waters of life. Let go of any goal or destination. Accept, surrender, flow and change. Nothing is more important than the path. As you evolve, so the world benefits. Always around you there is something to appreciate, a friend, nature, food, water, or warmth. Even in the worst of all the hell realms, there is something, either inside or outside of you, that you can learn to appreciate. By appreciating and noticing what there is to appreciate, we cultivate a ground of gratitude in our lives, a platform on which wondrous palaces and temples may be built. Somewhere inside you there is a spark, a faint glow of well-wishing. There is an ember of self-love, the wish to be happy, the wish for the suffering to end. Find this and sit with it. Watch it brighten and warm, another ground in the groundless. If your mind is set to the positive, to what is right, then positivity will follow. There's nothing wrong with pleasure. There is abundant joy and happiness in the world. What we have to change is the way in which we react to it. We must foster equanimity and the brave attitude to let things arise and fade without needing them to stay or go. We must let go of grasping, clinging and craving. This is the way to freedom. Loosen our grip and just watch as the stream flows. Yes, sometimes you're flowing with the stream and other times you will watch it. There are many streams and flows, but they all run to the same place. Water is so wonderful, life-giving, changing and free. It doesn't wish it was already at the ocean or wish that it was still rain, or a dewdrop winking in the early morning sun. It just flows and changes form. So have faith in the time of sorrow. The weather changes. You know that's true. If nothing else, know that change is true, and know that knowing is good. They say that enlightenment can be reached just by reflecting on change. So be water, be sunshine, be you, but know that you are so amazing, so complex and intricate with all your wonderful facets and gifts. In you there is infinite light, there is Buddha, there is God, there is boundless love, there is everything that ever was, or is, or ever will be. Such a wonderful web of patterns and conditions and flows. See yourself as this. You are not your suffering. You are not a passing thought or feeling, no matter how long it takes to pass. You are nothing, and yet you are everything. Potential and wonder. Another being is the same as this. So vast a being as to be incomprehensible, ungraspable, unknowable. A friend is so wonderful that contemplation of them brightens the mind. Our stories are only limited thought forms floating in infinite beauty and space. Any perception is limited, but also free. What is this self or true nature of you or another? It's all so mind-blowing and strange, so complex, and yet so simple and beautiful. The light that is you is the light that is I, and the light that is all. Because there are no limits to the mind you will find, you either let the self go into the all, or let all come into the self. Others are you, and you are others. You wish well for and love all others as you. The groundless, endless light that there is will be filled with love. So relax, flow, watch. Know there is a path or a stream that you will find. It will call you when you're ready. If you look for the transcendental, it will also look for you. If you sit with it, it will sit with you. If you communicate with it, it will communicate back to you. So go looking, my friend, and feel good. Seek and you shall find. All of your suffering is gifting you with such gifts and jewels, such wisdom, such understanding. If you suffer so deeply and feel so deeply, then you know how others feel and suffer. You will learn how to shine for them, for as you find a way out of your suffering, you are creating a path for others to follow, a hero forging the way. Whether you follow a well-worn path or hack your own through the jungle of sorrows to the stream that leads to freedom, you are a hero, and you learn priceless lessons and gain priceless gifts. Without suffering, there would be no path from suffering, no seeking, no faith, and all of the wonderful experiences that await you will never be found. Every bliss and every murmur from the beyond, every shiver of delight, every unbounded wish of love, every freedom, every inspiration, every connection, every wonderful friend, every skillful action and every wonderful fruit await you. All of this is before you because you have suffered, because there is suffering, and because you are more than that suffering, because there is a path from suffering, and because you are more than you ever imagined it was possible to be.